So you want to know the secret to buying a home in Orange County. Hi, I'm Conrad, here with the Majeka team here to help you live the American dream. Gotta say, it's a beautiful day in January 2020 here in Mission Viejo, California. It's 80 degrees and it's clear skies and it's beautiful out here. Beautiful lake, Mission Viejo. Just want to give you a couple secrets to buying a home and living in this beautiful weather here in Orange County. Just a handful of them, just so you can have an idea and get you all prepared to buying a home. The first secret to buying a home in Orange County is to have your financing in order. So what that means, as far as you're having your financing in order, whether it's in cash or a loan, whatever the case may be, you want to have it prepackaged, ready, and available to buy that home. Getting the financing done is the best start to buying a home in Southern California. Now, getting it at a big bank or interest rate shop or whatever the case may be, you got to think about it from a perspective of the seller. The seller just wants to know, can you perform in buying that house during that transaction, whether it's 30 days, 45 days, whatever the escrow negotiation that you negotiated in your deal. So the first thing is you want to get your financing in order. Obviously, if it's all cash, then you have it all showing, how much cash you have on hand to pay for closing costs and the financing of the house. And the other thing is to consider with financing. If you're going to get pre-approved, you want to get pre-approved totally through the process as much possible. In that letter of pre-approval, you're going to have a list of conditions. So there's going to be a lot of things that say that you need to satisfy as a home borrower. It's going to be in their terms, but you want to be satisfying the conditions of that. Try to get as much as you can in that case before you shop for a home. So once you get pre-approved all the way by a lender, then you're pretty much buying with cash as far as with a home. So that's the first secret, and that's a very, very crucial one. Secret number 2, understanding the contract. A lot of times when offers are made for houses, people don't understand the contract. And going through it, going detail by detail. Here in California, it's a long 10-page contract just for the purchase agreement, not including the other disclosures that have to be submitted for the offer. But going through the contract and understanding it, knowing what you're walking into as far as for that escrow period of time is key and a big secret to buying a home. So working with someone to go through that process, go through the contract and button down every which way. Now, I gotta say, not everyone is very good at the contract as maybe someone like myself. Going through that contract is critical in establishing what is going to happen in there. So many times I've seen where people leave out items of the contract, and it's bad for the buyer. And a lot of times I feel bad for the buyers because the agent that's working with them is not very knowledgeable about how the contract works. So you have to understand the contract detail by detail, all 10 pages of it. It's critical on understanding that just for buying a home, especially here in Orange County, because all of us agents in here really want to button down the deal to make sure that contract is valid and enforceable and that we're leaving nothing to chance on there. So number 2, it is the contract. And secret number 3 to buying a home in Orange County is finding the right realtor. So somebody like myself to walk you through step by step, who's knowledgeable about the area, who's knowledgeable about the transaction, who's knowledgeable about different ways to negotiate. There's all sorts of ways to go through the process in buying the house. So what is the best case for you as far as the buyer buying in a home? There's a lot of strategies. So how are you as the buyer going to be winning a multiple offer scenario? How are you as the buyer are going to win an offer to a house that's been sitting on the market for a while? How about you as the buyer? How are you going to go through all these different steps? Buying a house through probate, buying a house on a short sale. All these scenarios are out there that come up as far as finding the perfect home for you. So you want to make sure you're sitting down with somebody and committing to a realtor that's going to be in your best interest. So what do you need to do in that scenario? Well, you need to actually sit down with the realtor, go over all of the steps that you're looking for. What are you looking for in a home? Don't just say, hey, I want a house in Mission Viejo, I want a house in Lake Forest, I want a house in Laguna Hills. Whatever the case may be, don't start off like that. Be as specific as you can to finding that right home. And also be flexible on what you're looking for a lot of times, because it might be a little bit too much. There might be something that you have to give up, and you have to find out what that conversation is with your realtor and having that knowledge to make sure that you, as the home buyer, find the best deal for you. So those are the secrets. More coming up for you in the next few videos in the future. So thanks for watching and have a good one, everybody. Secret 3, subscribe to this channel.